Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Tommy, Logan, Jamie, how you doing? Maybe just a short one, I think, live stream. Um, been busy the last few days. Anyway, yeah, I know there's games going on today, right? So everybody's, I'm sure, doing something else. But anyway, just to get somebody come back in and watch it, an update on what's going on. Made a deal to raise both the pieces of land yesterday. They'll start, I think, Monday or Tuesday. I should be back. Well, I will be back on Tuesday. I'm gonna make it a one day trip this Thursday morning to Hua Hin, and then probably be beat when I get there. So I'll just probably rest in the hotel, go to sleep, then wake up, probably meet up with Maui, probably maybe CJ. I don't know. I haven't talked to CJ. Maui, I'll be meeting up with, and then go get something to eat or whatever, hang out for the day or whatever, and and then the next morning get up, go to Joe and Gift's wedding, and then that would be Saturday. Sunday's the wedding, and then um, I'll spend two nights at their the resort that they're getting married at, and then head back. Monday morning. I'm going to ride maybe 8 hours to Korat, and then that way I've only got a 3 hour drive when I wake up Tuesday morning, and then get back here. And they'll start. He told me it was going to take like 6-7 days. I asked him if he was going to move the stuff with shovel and a small pickup truck. He just laughed. But I think they gave me a really good price from the other prices that we got in the area, 10 to 15,000 baht cheaper than pretty much everybody else, and they're the same people that raise this land here in that I'm sitting on in Surin. Same people. Um, so um, so that's that, and then I've been working on. Finally got the box pretty much done, and I'll kind of give you a shot of that. This is that box that I made for the got all that crap in there. Underneath here is a bunch of there's two bus bars and fuses and everything else. And then also I tested it yesterday. That's the 230 watt panel, and hung that outside and make sure it was charging the battery. So it's pretty much ready to go. So when I get back, I can screw around with the kayak, which will be kind of fun. Maybe only for a couple of days because we're heading to that caravan meetup that we went to a year ago. I did a drone flyover of it. If you guys saw the video, it's basically in the same place, and it's I want to say the 6th or 7th or something around there of February. So I'll have maybe a week or so here. The kids are going to go with us again, and although this time trailer's raised, I'll have the 125 on there so I can actually cruise around town and stuff. It's kind of a neat event, and I think you can have a tent. I think you can do whatever you want. I did send a link and stuff to Kenny. He they were thinking about doing some tent camping. So, hey brother, how you doing, Ron? And Yeah, so not a bunch. I know I didn't figure there'd be too many people here, but I probably won't do a live stream till after I get back. So uh, I figured I'd do one. I know, like I said, I think there's sports games and shit going on that I don't watch anymore, but I know people do. Hey Douglas, how you doing? I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm going to be in Hua Hin. I don't know if you're making it in one trip down there, but I'm leaving Thursday morning and gonna spend Thursday night and Friday night actually in Hua Hin and meet up with Maui and maybe some other people or whatever for lunch, dinner, or both or whatever. Just hang. So I'll be in there. I'm staying at the it's the Blue Point Mall. It's the hotel is adjacent, right next door. Let me see the name of it. Got my I'm going to say Lapa, Lapa hotel, and it's right next door to the Blueport. But if you want to hit me up, if you're going to be, you're rolling out several stops on the way. I'll be there Thursday night, but basically all day Friday, the day before. So yeah, for sure. Just let me know whenever you get in there. I'm like I said, I'm taking off Thursday morning, probably 6 when the sun comes up, and it's going to be about 9 hours, I think, to Hua Hin. It takes me about 6 hours to get to Bangkok or outside Bangkok there, and I think it's a 2 to 3 hour ride from there to Hua Hin, something like that. So yeah, for sure. Let me know. Maybe we'll have lunch or dinner or something. And I'm just like I said, and I think the hotel's okay. I read a bunch of thing on it on YouTube, and actually, when I searched the hotel, Gifted Joe did a video. They spent the night there um, for something, um, but I heard a bunch of people saying, don't ruin any of their stuff or stain their sheets or anything because they'll charge you for them. But I don't know. I never even sleep on the sheets. I leave the comforter deal on, lay on top of it, and I'm done. So, but yeah, so it should be. Yeah, I'll be there. And like I said, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, something like that. So I'll actually be there Thursday night at 4 o'clock, between 3 and 4. So we'll see. I was just talking about you, Kenny. Is your ears burning? I was talking about the that camping deal in that second week or whatever, second week of February. It should be fun. So the trailer's ready to go. I had the ABS line replaced on the 125. The dogs had uh, ripped it up, and it's already been serviced, ready to go. And from when I knocked it off off the back of the trailer, backing it out from that deal from my cover, I put the box back on, and so it'll be ready to go. Kids are going to go with us. It should be fun. We had a good time last time, and now it's 2 days. Last time it was only one day, but should be a good time. So that's going. I did have the knobby tires, and I should film this stuff. I'm the worst YouTuber in the world. But the uh, the MSX, I had them put the exhaust, the change the gear ratio, new gears, new chain, and new exhaust. And now I've got to get it over to Honda and have them put it back on their computer there and make some adjustments in the chip thing there to make it run, because now the exhaust and stuff, and I did a little bit to the intake, so it needs a little dialing in. And that'll just going to be like, I could have took it there. Maybe if I get it done, I might. So I can throw it in the back of the pickup, and with the kids and stuff there, we can get it in and out, and then they'd have something to ride. Plus, that I want them to learn how to drive something with a manual with a clutch. I think everybody should. Hey Jay, how you doing? Uh, freezing cold, freezing cold where you are. Hey Paul, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, please please subscribe to Paul's channel. I know most everybody here probably is. So that's the gist of it. Once the land gets raised, then I'll probably have some gravel brought in, and for temporary a gravel road put in there, and then I think we're going to put the parking on the actual back piece of the property, so it'll come up one side and put it in. There's a road that goes across the back. So once they get it raised and we mark, and when the government gets out here to mark the back corners, I'll know exactly where that road is. What would be nice is if I could, drive the trailer in one way and right out the other, come, not have to do any backing up and shit. Would be nice, but not necessary. But once they do that, I'll know where the road is, it'll it'll make it easier getting in and out. But the trailer's pretty much ready to go, and I don't know, man. I'd have to go back and look. Let me look real quick on when that deal is. Let's see. I'm not gonna find it now, right? Yeah. Anyway, I sent it to Kenny. That's what I ought to look at Kenny's because Kenny's will. I just sent it to him. I haven't talked there. Where is it? Right here. Okay, it is the 8th and 9th. So I'll be back on the what is it? The 28th, I think. I'll be back on the 28th. Yeah, so it's that following weekend or that weekend coming up, right? No, first and second. The following weekend. Okay. So anyway, the trailer is ready to go. The kids will actually. Noe told me that. Hey Nanette, how you doing? Morning to you. Um, Glad you could come by. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself a favor and subscribe to Nanette's channel. Um, the Her friend in Bangkok and her husband are thinking about going camping, and they want to come to that. So if they come, they're going to grab the kids and bring them over from Bangkok to Khao Yai, basically is where it is, and then bring them back home. So that'll work out a lot easier than us having to get them on a bus, and then we got to go pick them up and bring them back, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. But whatever works. But it is a fun time. It is. They have electricity there. They have entertainment, bands, and stuff, and they got a bunch of people there, showing their trailers and vans and whatever's for camping, tents and tables, and they got a bunch of good stuff. It's fun. It's a good time. Buckeyes and Notre Dame. Is that what it is? I can't watch college football. 118 to 206. Sorry, I haven't watched any football. I guess I kind of miss it. I would. I would. It's the playoffs going off now, right? In professional uh, football. I'm horrible. It's been how long have I been here? 6 years now. I haven't watched. I don't even think I've watched the Super Bowl. I might have caught last year's Super Bowl, but that's pretty much it. Then once that gets going, like I said, we'll move the stuff over, and then we've been drawing up kind of little sketches on what we want to do. You probably ain't going to be able to see it, but there'll be the parking will be on the back part of the property. This will be the front part. I'm figuring a little seven in square footage, 700 and around 750, 800 square foot, 2 bedrooms, center, Thai style, center deal. Walk right into the living room to the left, to basically a 12 by 12 bedroom. Behind that, a 12 by 14 master coming over to a bathroom that you can access from the 16 by 16 living room or from the master, a kitchen behind, and then a Thai kitchen out back. So, and I think we're going to try to. Her aunt got a about the same square footage house done for 500,000, and she's got the names of all the people that she used here in Surin. So we'll do that. So we're trying to put a budget together, but I'm thinking about 500,000. I'm thinking about 1 million baht. If we sell her house for 2.5, we wanted to give. She wants to give her mom and me a couple of 100,000 baht to put in the bank, and then I still want to get the dough back for the land, which was 850, and whatever I'm spending here now to raise the land and stuff. So if we get 2.5, we'll be able to give her mom 2 or 3. And I think the budget for the property around $1 million would be a good deal because I want a driveway, and then I'll probably out of pocket. I'd like a freaking American garage. You know, I kind of miss that. You know, and most of our stuff was, you stepped out of the kitchen, 2 steps down into your nice temperature controlled or mine or garage with benches on each side and plenty of room in the middle for a car and to work on. So, hey Andy, how you doing anyway? You must be doing good. But thanks for the membership. Um, but I'd like to have that. I don't know where exactly on the property, and I'm thinking maybe a rather large koi pond, but my wife doesn't really want that, I don't think. And then the back half will only have the parking for the trailer and my truck, and and the rest of it they'll use for growing whatever. He likes potatoes and Thai chilies and long beans, and he grows all. They both do. They like growing shit. So doing okay. Good to hear, Andy. Good to hear. Hey Ted, how you doing? Happy New Year. I caught part of your live stream or your live that you did the other day. I've been it's been busy actually. Actually, I feel better. I feel like I have more energy. Now all I got to do is keep. I gotta go. Where's Tommy? He's gonna yell. I got to go to the gym. I haven't quite wrangled, especially with the property deal and everything that came on. We haven't had a bunch of time to run over there. I could have go over any time by myself. The reason that it taken me a little bit of doing is I got to have my wife with me that can speak Thai. I don't care about the 1 month that I paid for. I just want them to know. I want to get on the training thing with the nephew again and nail down the price and how much it's going to cost me each month and all that. So I'd prefer going over there with her. Otherwise, I could spend 20 hours there and they still, excuse me, still not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'd like to get back in there. I feel good. Um, I I just hey Daniel, how you doing? I I just need to get back in there. I haven't weighed myself, although I know that I've lost inches and the weight, and that's probably the I'm never saying it right, that shot that I take, and that should be next month. I should know about the get back in there for my 3 month deal, and uh, then that's going to be in pill form. Because right now I have to take the shot with me. I have to keep it refrigerated and all that to go to Joe's, and I just stretched it out and only took. I was supposed to take the shot on Sunday. I took it on Monday, yesterday, and then when I get back, I'll take the next shot on Tuesday morning, and hopefully that won't screw it up too bad. But I don't know if it's that's giving me more energy or because I've been moving around. I've actually not just been laying around all day. What I did, I'm going to make a video. I don't know. It's kind of hard to find the stuff that I wanted, but for some reason I had this desire to make linguine and clams, and and I got onto macro and I found these little clams, and they come in about a kilo bag, I think it is, for 49 baht. They're frozen, okay. But what I did yesterday, I made them. I also bought bags of baby, just the meat, right? And I don't know what they are. A kilo. I mean, the thing's huge. I used a handful and threw them in there with about. I get about 3 out of one of those bags. I get about 20 of the little clams. Threw those in a pan, frozen, and I just sautéed garlic. Um, uh, I used a few, about 4 or 5 um, green olives, and then onion, garlic, and pepper, garlic powder, and and olive oil, and just a tab, a little bit of butter. Sautéed that in the pan, and then threw the clams in and covered them, and they opened up, and the flavor was still there. I got a little bit of grit, for me. I didn't care, but I wanted that juice of what was left there. I could have thawed them out and got them out there, but I wouldn't have got any flavor. And trying to find clam juice, I haven't had any luck any place, besides trying to bring it from the states. But the clams and everything, freaking awesome, and it's easy to make. I could sit there and probably, as long as it took to boil the linguine, 10 minutes, it was done. So I'll do that in case anybody is interested in preparing something that was very acceptable. And I'm kind of a fanatic on, especially Italian food and stuff that I learned from my mother and grandparents and all that stuff. It was easy and cheap. Even the big bag of I'll show you. I'll do the video, because I actually get excited about doing videos that I actually care about. It's those stuff that I don't think about, like getting the tires put on the MSX and shit like that. I went in and forgot to tell you guys about that too. I know Chuck just did his video uh, on going and getting his 1 year extension, or his visa, and I did mine about a week ago. And what it was it was easier. It would take me 3 or 4 days to get the 850,000 into the country through Chase and all that. And it was easier for me to just go down and get my extension, and then I took that 850 that I had in the account for that out, and then I'll worry about She wants me to do a marriage visa, but that's another topic we'll talk about, I guess. But we had, the only bummer was they don't do it in the new government center that I could probably throw a rock out the window and hit, not under 5 minutes from my house to the scooter. I have to drive the hour to the old. It's not old. They built a brand new building, but to the old location to do it. But I got in there and two other people in there, and boom, boom, we got it done, and then I took the money out. But once I had that statement, which I already had, I was planning on doing it. You can do it up to 45 days. I know Chuck. I just watched his video, and he said they told him, and that's why in Thailand it's never the same from one area to the next. But in writing it says 45 days. But he's saying in Tat Phnom they told him, or Nakhon Phanom, or what, if I'm probably not saying that right either, it was 30 days. But I had no problems whatsoever. I think they know us now, and it's a lot easier. But anyway, so I didn't have to transfer that in that quick and all that stuff. So it was a lot easier for me. Plus, we wanted to get the deal done because the price was right on the property. Hey Maui, how you doing? I'm rambling. Um, so yeah, it was a piece of cake. If you're here, and if somebody watches this down the road, um, as long as you've got a significant other, a friend, or whatever that speaks Thai, and you're respectful and not an idiot, and don't lose your temper easily, which I do, but put me in a government center or something like that, it's yes, ma'am, no, sir, take my hat off, and all the respect that I can give them, I get back, and that's what I found with them. And it's a piece of cake. The pictures, you got to go to the bank ahead of time and get a 1 year statement if you're bringing it in every month, or if you've got the money in the bank, a 1 year statement. And Bangkok Bank, I was surprised. Usually it takes 6-7 days. They had it in 3 days for me. So got that. You've got that when you go to the bank the morning when you're going to go to immigration. You've got to make a transaction, and they print it into the book. They give you a letter of they authenticate that, yes, this is Dave and this is his account, and boom, boom, they sign that. It costs 200 baht for the 1 year statement, and I think 100 baht for the paper, or maybe 200. And That's the thing that to see, and then you need your paper that shows that the book of wherever you're staying, verifying that where you live, and I think that's it pretty much. My wife's got it down to a science, and it isn't a bunch, I guess is what I'm saying, and sure it makes it easier, but if you got to pay like 10,000 baht to somebody to do it for you, it's only 1,900 baht. So it's like $60. And then if you want to get which I got anyway, I didn't use it last year. And Chuck's right. If you're not planning on going out more than 2 or 3 times, it doesn't make sense. It's 3,800 baht. And I think for each individual one, it's 1,000 or something. I don't know. But I just bought it because of peace of mind, because I heard a couple of stories. Hey, Andrew, where people had gotten drunk and wanted to go skiing in Japan, and went skiing and came back and didn't have a multiple entry, and they'd already left, and their visa's no good. You got to go through the whole thing again. Not that that's a gigantic deal, but to me, a peace of mind for 30, 60, $120, $150. I just get it, and it isn't really that big of a deal. And like I said, if you're retired, because I know Chuck, I think, went a couple of days and had to do this and that, and looked like he jumped through a whole bunch more hoops than I had to. We went that morning and we were done. So the only thing is where the other place is, right across the street was a Bangkok was is the optimum word here, was a Bangkok bank. So we figured we'd take off early, go to the Bangkok bank, because the one inside the mall here, or the other ones, it was just easier. My wife had figured it out. Well, when we got there and drove up there, the little area that looked like the top field but no signs on it. Well, anyway, the Bangkok bank was gone. So we had to go back up the road about 15 minutes. Was a town that had it there. We went in, boom, boom, got it done, came back, and we were out of there by noon. She got back. Well, actually, she got back to work in a half day, and we stopped and ate on the way back. So her mom went too, took the dogs. So it was it's easy. Like I said, as long as as long as you realize you're going for a retirement visa, and 365 days, and it took you 2 days, what's the big deal? Just don't get upset. Get somebody that speaks Thai, you won't have any problem. Or if you got a shitload of money that you want to spend, by all means, do it. Spend it. Hey, Robert Mack, how you doing? James, how you doing? So I'm rambling. I know everybody's watching football, but I did that. I didn't film any of that, but I will on linguine and clams if somebody wants to make it. I don't know how great it is for the diet that I'm supposed to be on, or watching what I'm eating, but I eat salads a lot. So if I make that once a week, what's the big deal? And I put Parmesan cheese, which is supposed to be an Italian no on any kind of seafood, but I think it makes the flavor 10 times better. It's what I'll show you. I'll do a video on it. I'll probably get 10 views, but I don't care. It was actually good. And like I said, I've been, how do you get these? My wife says, well, they got cockles at the at the market, and are they good? Are they bad? How long they been? Although you can usually tell, they'll be open and they're dead. But these are already frozen. Didn't have any problem. Like I said, the little baby meats are like this big, and it was good. And I had parsley, and I had everything. It was good. You'll see it in the video. Hopefully, you'll try it, especially if you're here in Thailand and you want to make something like that. It is cheap, and at the macro, you can get everything that you need. We'll see. And there's some other stuff that I'm going to try to make too. We'll see. What cockles? I think they're called the little. I don't know. That's what I call them. They substitute that for little necks is always what I used. These ones that are there, you'll see them. They're small and they opened up. I don't know how they froze them, but they were all closed. Um, so you're going to get a little bit of grit, but I'd rather put up with a little bit of grit and get the flavor because, like I said, they don't have. I can't find it. I've been searching for a while for clam juice, and for some reason I went on a tangent a couple of days ago and found these and had them delivered too. In case you don't know it, Macro here and you're here, which I'm sure people do know. I ordered the stuff at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got and you get a delivery. If you order more than 1,000 baht, it's free delivery, and it's in the next morning between 8 and noon. And damn, if they were in here at 8 o'clock, I've had a couple other ones that I've gotten because that's where I get the cream cheese to make the cheesecakes and stuff. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. But you get it the next day, and I was really happily surprised when I saw all the stuff and what it was, and I got some real lemons, and I put a little bit of uh, brine and a little, maybe a tablespoon, half a tablespoon of squeezed in it. It was excellent. It was good if you like it. Robert says he's going live, and oh, do I have the right one? Well, what happened? Oh, you know what I got to do? Let me come down here and I'm back, right? Hopefully. Somebody tell me if I'm back or not. I know it twisted. I switched off something. But anyway, Robert says he's gonna in 10 hours. Freezing cold. I'm still alive, right? Somebody loud and clear. Okay, thanks, love you. But I haven't got to race much. Um, I did. I just haven't had time. I've been screwing with this freaking box there, that you can see down here, and trying to put all that crap in there. It's been a challenge to make it fit. But now I can get, like I said, I can get the kayak down. I can put the bimini top on. I can put that solar panel on the top of the bimini, and then all it does is I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Let me see my hand. On the top of the box, I put these connectors. Can you see it there? The gray one here and the red one here. This one will plug straight into the trolling motor. This one here is my input. Where's it at? This one here is the input for that solar panel. So that wire there has a plug on it. Wire's way too long, but I'll shorten that up. So all I do is just take that box, unclip those two deals, and to get everything going, I just set the box in there, plug those two things in. This here, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. This is that same device that I have in the trailer that shows me the state of charge, um, how long it's got to charge up, how long it's got, how many hours you get and all that. But the way that it looks at, I had that panel outside in the sun. As long as it's sunny out, I should be able to, especially if I keep the little trolling motor, but I'll probably get a bigger one. I know me, more power. Um, and uh, I shouldn't have any problem keeping that thing charged the whole time. Yeah, that panel will be on the top of the bimini. It's 220 watt, and All it does is plug right into that battery box and charge up the battery. So as long as the sun's out, it'll go, and I can use that for whatever I want to. The way that's one of those flexible panels, and it just has. I don't know exactly how I'm going to secure it to the top of the bimini, but that'll be interesting. And that video I'll do. Although I didn't do much of a video on putting this box together, but I will pull it all apart probably and take at least a little bit of it and do it when I put the video for the kayak, because that'll be kind of fun. I just have a hard time just getting out there and, I got cameras sitting right here. All I got to do is pick them up and walk. And I don't know, it's got to excite me a little bit to get me motivated to do it. I will do it on the camping trip. Of course, I'll do it on going to meet Maui in Hua Hin and to Joe's wedding. I know I saw Joe's video put out. He's going to do a live. I think have a live going, or he's going to try to. Hey Rob, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I know you weren't feeling well last time you hit the live streams. I do need to. I got to get my hat out there. Actually, I gave the one to who did we give it to? My wife said give that to. I got to order another one. My father-in-law has one, and I gave the other one, I think, to my uncle. I think so. I think that's who I gave it to. I don't know. My wife told me to give it to, and I gave it away. But I am. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Morning to you. I'm really. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about this, getting that done finally, to where it fit, and it wasn't. It's hard to fit. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 fuses in this thing. On one going to the solar panels, one going out to the trolling motor, and then a big one going to the bus bar for the battery. So I don't know. It should work good. And it's a 100 amp hour lithium ion phosphate battery. So I should, especially at times I'm going to take it out. We're going to see. I'm going to film it when I do it. We'll see how much I showed everybody. If my fat ass falls out of the kayak, I probably won't show that, but it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I'd like to do a little fishing. I haven't had too much of a chance. I got to get back, Kenny, to that place. Hey, Justin, get back to that place that we met up at over in where was it? An hour away, Sisaket. That was close to you. Well, I think it was damn near about the same. You were further away than I thought you were. I'd like to get back over there too. Halftime. Is that why we got more people coming in? Because it's halftime? So that's the gist of it. In case anybody kind of missed it, is the land's getting raised. I'm leaving Thursday morning for Hua Hin. I'll be back on Tuesday. Spend 2 days basically in Hua Hin, 1 day driving, all day Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday in Pachuap, and then come back. I broke that up because coming all the way from there, about 8 hours I should be in Udon, staying at a nice hotel there, the Centra hotel there for the night. Get up, they got a great breakfast, eat breakfast, and it's only about 3 hours, maybe 2.5 to 3 hours from there to my house. So I'll be here on Tuesday. They should be starting to raise the land. I think I got a great deal on raising the land. Once that's done, I'll move the covers over, put in a gravel road temporary, because I will put in concrete and for the trailer and my truck. And then where there's a house, and like I said, you can't really see it here, but just drawing little stuff of trying to get dimensions. But that's basically the gist of it. It'll come up this side and this side and go straight in down the one side. And then, like I said, it's the property on the, because I always thought, I go, the back pieces of property are freaking landlocked. Well, when I looked at all the diagrams when we got the maps on the property before we bought this, um, there's a road back there. So there's a road, my road, and then on the back side of the back, two properties back, there's a road across the back. So it would be nice if I could just drive straight through, and not have to do any backing up and shit. Not that, like I said, it's not that big a deal. But when you drive, when you get home, especially, and that's the time you have to back up. Um, I'm burnt. I just want to dump the thing, and it'd be nice to just be able to pull it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Will I live in house? Only if I get kicked out of house one. Extra room for all of us. Let's see. Who will live in house three? My mother and father-in-law. That'll be their pad, basically. Jay. Um, they're not that they were going to go to Ubon house. She's got her sister there. It's her sister that owned the land, or that lives there, and another sister in Bangkok. They're the last three sisters out of a bunch of them, and the one in Bangkok wants to move back to Ubon too. So I said, you should go, and she's worried about me, who's going to make me breakfast and shit, and taking care of the dogs and the animals and stuff like that. I said, you shouldn't be concerned with that. Go enjoy yourself. But she more excited about living in a little house here, and then the kids will have something down the road if they want to build whatever they want to on the back property, or whatever they want to do. It's up to them. Another house party probably. It probably won't be as as big as the last two. Yeah, basically. It's going to be basically right uh, up front by our house, right there. We're going to take down that whole wall, I think, going down the side, and I don't know yet, and put it. We got those slats, that slide in there. So all we got to do is just get new posts, set those in, and then just move the slats, and we'll probably put it across the front, obviously with a gate, to where I could pull in the trailer. But this is all we haven't decided till the land gets raised and we walk out there and measure everything and know exactly what we want to do. But basically, there'll be a house there. Then they'll have. Right now, he's growing shit on this property. Didn't know the people, and on the property on the other side, he's got potatoes and shit growing in their land. But they'll have their own area, which they would have had in Ubon also. So we'll uh, we'll see. But I don't know. They probably want their own. To me, people say, when I get out and go on my little vacations, that's fine. They're great people, man. They, my mother-in-law cooks me something to eat every morning, and she does all the laundry, and takes care of all the animals. And my wife works all day, and I don't do shit. So, they're good people. So we'll see. Yeah, you might be right. I didn't. Yeah, I thought two and Ubon was done, but like I said, I'm done with it. I put up the money to buy the property because it was such a good deal, half price basically, and didn't want to lose it. And then we're going to sell mom and dad's Thai style storefront, metal sliding door, living room, back uh, bathroom, stairs going upstairs, two bedrooms upstairs, a kitchen and a storage area, big storage area here that I just put metal roof over everything there. Going to sell that. We're guessing somewhere between 2 and 3 million. And then my wife wants to give mom and dad a couple hundred, 300,000 baht to put in the bank. And then we'll pay me back basically, or put money back in our account in the bank for the 850, and whatever else improvements I think we're gonna budget probably 1 million So there'll probably still be, no, they'll probably all be, it'll probably eat it all up. You know the way that goes, right? So if it was close to $1 million for the property and $1 million for the improvements, it'll be gone if we get 2.5 million. So there might be a couple hundred thousand baht, which is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, for especially for my wife. Yeah, but that'll be her deal. And like I said, it was kind of hard to pass up. Those lots should go between 750 and 850, somewhere in there, and we got two of them for 850. So I think it was definitely very reasonable. Yeah, good lady. I mean, to everybody. I mean, everybody that's met her and their significant others, my mother-in-law will just sit down and rap with blah 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 blah. And she's excited because she's proud of where she lives. She's proud of the house and this, and now this will give her something else. And if she has her own little pad there, she'll even be happier. So yeah, she's one of the good ones. Back to shuffling. All right, Ted. All right, Kenny. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Are you going to try to go to that thing or no? Have you done any camping, or did you already go? You might be shoveling already. Douglas, 2 more weeks, then I'm allowed to drive again, not relying on family and friends. Yeah, that sucks when you got to rely on somebody else to get you around, right? Let's see. Believe me, I'm not in Canada, but here's their behalf of what it says. It would be a good thing, but Douglas' opinion. I don't know. I must have missed something. Must be about the new regime taking over. Take it slow. My cousin has another 3 weeks, and hopefully he gets his doctor released. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, we gotta live life. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. I got a lot of people that are, popping up here and there. I got cancer. I got this. I got that. Just sucks. And getting old sucks. Okay, Kenny said no and no. Busy with the new project. Have several subs come. Well, I'll have to when I get back, or when things slow down and you get some downtime. We'll plan a trip, and I'll take the trailer to that Sisaket place that we met up before, and you guys can bring your tent and try it out. I know you tried it out in the yard already. I know that much. Saturday Night Live going to be epic for the next 4 years. Yeah, it's going to. I don't know. I'm not a big, into politics too much. Seems like it's a nasty thing. It's like talking about religion, right? But I've always been. Never know. I wasn't a Republican. I wasn't a Democrat. I was a nothing. And I don't know. Like the stuff that I said before. The stuff that I see is very. It's just my opinion on things. I have no stance either way. So it's just an opinion. But what I see and what I've seen in the past is whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, right? The Democrats are in power and the Republicans are not. Now the Republicans see something and go, "Oh, this would be freaking awesome for the people. Wouldn't this be awesome?" Oh, a Democrat thought of it. We're voting no, and vice versa. Doesn't matter if it was a Democrat that came up with it or a Republican in power. No one wants to freaking work together, and it don't matter. That's just an observation that I see as a non-party could give a shit about politics person. No, they don't want to help each other. Period. Because this would be the greatest thing in the world. Wait, it was those people that came up with it. No, we're all voting no. And it's just the most ridiculous crap I've ever seen in my life. None of them are there for the people. So maybe he will be. Who knows? That old bastard that was in there, and I say that because I only see with my eyes. I don't have any nothing either way to care who it is. But that the man that I saw do that debate against Trump should never have been in power. They should have got him out of office the next day, and I put that on his party, and they never did it. You had that bumbling idiot in control of the country for the last however long it was since that debate, because I don't think anybody really knew about it after that, before that. But and that's just with my eyes. I mean, I don't see anybody that has half a brain that could watch that deal and know there's not something matter with that guy. He doesn't need to be in control of nuclear weapons, put it that way. But anyway, we'll see. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Where's Ryan? I didn't see Ryan. Ah, there he is. Are you back, or are you still in the middle of the ocean somewhere? So I'm off my rant now. But that's just like I said, I don't, no one wants to help the other person if it was the other person that came up with a great idea to help the people. Kind of sad. But anyway. Announce his house for do an intervention. Yeah, you probably should be. But yeah, like I said, this is something my wife's, this is their coming out of their house, it's my wife's house. She owns it. It's actually in her name. Mom and dad gave her that a long time ago. But of course, she asked them first on what they thought, and they didn't care. Whatever we wanted to do was fine with them. But it's going to be a good thing for them. Like I said, they really are into my father-in-law, especially. He grows everything. I did get some. I got to see if they came up. Jalapeno uh, um, seeds from Aaron, and my wife planted them. But she pointed down to them. I had to go look. Oh, you're in Thailand. Cool. How long? How long are you here for? What is Andy saying? One of my coffee friends every morning coffee. Died Friday, cancer. 73. Yeah, F cancer, by the way, in case anybody's wondering my opinion on that. But let's see. Just paid $25 for the real estate tycoon game. Yeah, you're probably right. But like I said, my wife, they're all happy as hell. I mean, smiles from ear to ear, more property. They were out here, the people that are going to raise the land last night. My mother-in-law is out there, like Ron said. They they uh, they love her. When they met her and the way that they treated her. And she's that way with everybody. She makes sure that like when Aaron and stuff was here, that food got delivered, and there was soda on the roof here, and everything was taken care of. It comes natural, probably to most Thai people. But no, I don't. I think you can do it online now, Jay. It was one of my favorite games growing up. I wasn't ever very good at it. I'd always buy up everything, have no money, and have to get money for my properties. So pretty much the same thing in real life. Uh, but yeah, I always had fun doing it. But I think I don't know. To Thai people, my wife's dream was this house here. And like I said, we drew that on a napkin, not a real piece of paper, and then had an architect draw it up and everything. But this was, then she never thought that she would be able to build on this piece of property ever. Same thing like our daughter never thought that she would have a car. She's got a car, and that's stuff that we could give them, or I could give them. And like I said, it's not totally selfless because the smiles on all their faces are just, I it makes my day continuously. Put a smile on my face. That and those stupid little dogs. I'm real attached to them dogs already. Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what was mine. I think that was what I usually took was a top. Understand? Yeah, I mean I can never talk enough about the Thai people, and hence the name. Gotta love Thailand. Thailand, and probably most Southeast Asia. I just haven't spent a bunch of time in any other parts, like Vietnam or the Philippines or whatever. But I think their attitude's probably close to the same. But like I said, especially in my family, when I go to Ubon and the uncle's house is half dirt, half concrete, you know, the roof is metal and leaks, and between on his overhang where they hang out, and an old rickety fan that's put together and blowing air. They eat. You know, are we going to eat meat this week? I don't know. Maybe not. See if we catch a frog, a rat, a fish, or bamboo's right over here, so we can make that. And we got rice up the yin yang, you know, and smiles from ear to ear, man. Doesn't matter. They got one bot or a million bot. They're happy as hell to be alive, have food to eat, have that roof over their head. Um, and the people that in the United States that I see that would be in that same thing is if they got, $20 a year, a month from the government as a retirement, they'd all be crying, they'd all be homeless. But now they just rather stick their hand out. The Thai people don't have that advantage to stick their hand out. They have to go do something about it, and they'll do it. They got to go down and catch a fish to sell, to buy other food to eat, or to eat that fish. They'll go do it. They've got 80-year-old woman has to cut grass to sell to people that have cows for work all day for 30 baht. They'll work for 30 baht. That'll buy some rice. I'll eat for a couple of days. You know, um, it's good to see. And like you said, Jay, to see it, and you know what the biggest thing is, a lot of people just, they'll take it and go, yeah, 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 thank you. What are you going to do for me tomorrow? Forget about what you did for me the last whatever. Um, these people are just so they. What's the word somebody tell me the word I'm looking for. The they they respect me. They care about it. They actually, you know, they know what is being done, and they show their, like I said, with the people that I've seen, you give them this much of anything, whether it's respect, love, whatever it is, you get it back 200 fold from all of them, from the kids, from my mother and father-in-law, from my wife, and they always remember it. They don't forget about it. I guess I'm looking for a word. Yeah, attitude, gratitude, gratitude. That would be the one. Thanks, Jay. And I'm getting old, so I forget stuff all the time. Scares the shit out of me, man. With Alzheimer's and stuff like that, forgetting stuff, and I'm getting forgetful. So if I all of a sudden do a live stream today and tomorrow I do a live stream and forgot that I did this one, just humor me a little bit and say, no, no, you didn't do anything. Yeah, you're right on. Lie to me. It does. Very few things in this world scare me throughout my life, and one of them was learning that my wife was dying. That scared the shit out of me, and worrying about how I'm going to die. Uh, Not so much worrying about how I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die. Not really afraid of that, but worried and scared about Alzheimer's and stuff like that. Yeah, a little bit. Never thought I'd admit to that, but you heard it first here. But let's see. And I still got it. When are you coming? Are you still in Vietnam, Robert? When are you coming to Thailand? If we don't meet up this time, we probably never will, because I might not live uh, to the next time you come. And I still got to get to Vietnam. I want to get there and check that out. And a lot of other things. So I did get a multi-entry. I've made a promise to myself that if my wife can't make it, I'm taking off on my own and going to the Philippines and going to wherever I want to go, and do some traveling this year. We'll see what happens. Randy, hey Randy, I didn't say hello to you. How you doing? Hoping to be in Bangkok at some point next month. Wow. Okay, next month in February. All right. Well, I definitely want to meet up with you somewhere. So we'll see what your plans are. Robert Mack, what a beautiful sight today watching Marine flying over off into the sunset of the assisted living. uh, you'll be in Thailand February 8th. Okay. I will be in Khao Yai for that camping deal with the kids. So maybe I'll meet on the way back with the trailer somewhere for no, I'll come to frickin' wherever you're gonna be, I'll come there. You let me how long are you staying here? You gonna be here for I'll be here till the 9th of February. How long are you gonna be in Thailand? I'm just screwing around, Robert. But I'll come to where you're at. Yeah, at some point for sure, Randy. Now you're gonna be here, Robert Mack will be around too, so maybe we'll all kind of meet up in that Pattaya, Pattaya area, John TM area. Um, Maybe we'll have a small meetup or something. Whoever's around. Robert, are you going down? Are you? Where are you, John? You're not here in Thailand, are you? What did you say? Apparently, my ribs were wired back. uh, Man, I see people like if it gets straight. I hate surgeries. The only ones that I've really had are I've been on my knees each time. Um, okay. So at least a month. Okay, cool. Then I'll definitely wherever you're at, I'll come. I'll head over because after we get back from that on the 10th of February or whatever it is, I'm pretty much I don't have anything planned until April for our 1 week family deal, which we're going to. I forget the name of the place over towards Ko Chang on the ocean over there, Cottonberry or some shit. I can never ever remember the name of the place. But so I'm wide open, I guess is what I'm saying. So I'll definitely come your way. Back over 4th. Oh, you will. Oh, okay. I shall be in Pattaya on the 10th. Wow. Okay. So yeah, maybe we ought to let Robert Mack. Robert set something up in that area or whatever, if you want to, and everybody that can try to make it can make it. Um, Set it up a lunch or something somewhere. I'm game. I know that Johnny is probably game. If Randy's around, Randy will be game. So you guys let me know. Was it Andy? I believe you can get a medical card that says you have surgical metal in your body. At least in the U.S., you can. Yeah, I think you can too. From your doctor. Not that they're going to believe you; they're still going to pat you down anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Um, yeah, maybe we can all, Robert. You want to set something up? Let the big man set it up. You're gonna be you're gonna be there. Jay Easy's going to be in Thailand too. Yeah, why don't you pick a day? I'm wide open. Other people might not be, but maybe um I'm game. If you say on the 12th or whatever, or the 10th or the 10th would be a little quick for me, but a couple of days later, 12th, 13th, whatever, I'm game. I could. What is Tiggle Bites? Whatever that is. Where is it? Patea, the 11th. I'll make it. Whatever you set up, I'll make it. I think I come home. Let me check the dates on the on that on my trip. Uh, the 8th and the 9th. So I'll be back on. So the 8th and the 9th is what? Let me. The 8th and the 9th. I'll be back on the 10th. Yeah, I'd be squeezing it for me for breakfast on the 11th. That might be a little bit. Um, that might be a little bit hard for me, especially if I get because I won't. I'll have to travel on the 11th if it's that close. I don't know how long are you there, Johnny. How long is it there? It's a great breakfast spot. Okay, cool. And where is it? Is it in? Did somebody say? Is it in John Tiem or Patea? You're only going to be there on the 8th, between the 8th and the 10th, Jay. Ah, Patea. Okay. Some apple pie and vanilla ice cream. Uh, great breakfast spot. Is that? Are you out of? Are you gone after the 10th, Jay? And Randy, what did you said you would be here? You say it in February sometime. Okay, between okay, but in that area. Okay, let's go. Attention, Dave. I will call you when I talk with Jane. Okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know. The 11th will probably be kind of hard because I'll be driving all day on the 10th from well, six 6 hours home, and even if I don't drive at night anymore. I try not to. These eyeballs, I need to get them worked on a little bit. But be I don't mind taking off and coming that way on the 11th. But I wouldn't be able to make breakfast. But let me know for sure, Robert. And anybody else that watches this down the road or is watching it now and whatever, get a hold of Robert or get a hold of me. He's doing a live stream in 10 hours. So, do that. All right, Andy. Hope you're feeling, I know you're feeling a little better. Hope everything heals up and get your butt back on the road and get some pictures and stuff that I can start watching again. Hey, CJ, I was just talking about you earlier. I'm going to be there Thursday night, but probably just crash out because I'll 9 hours or whatever it's going to be, 10 hours on the road. But I'm there all day Friday and figured I'm going to meet up with Maui for whatever the whole day, lunch and dinner, just lunch, just dinner, whatever you guys want to do if you're going to be around. I've been looking for plane tickets. Plan meetup date will help me with book the date. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'll check. I'll check my Just Fly deal here. Where are you? First, I got to find it. I got way too many apps on this freaking phone. All right, and let's see what it says here on the first week of February, which is kind of close actually. Oh, maybe I don't have it on. I got to, don't I? All right, let me put this here. Do the easy way. For some reason, my internet is really lagging. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's see. Round trip. I'm imagining you're going to be coming out of LAX. So let's say LAX. How come? Hmm. Okay, so I can't do it, right? So I don't know how to. They changed the app now. Uh, ah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know how to do it. Boy, this is really sad. How come I can't add a city? Huh? All right, I'm completely. For some reason, let me see. For some reason, I don't. Oh, no wonder I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. All right, that should be better. You guys still there? Anybody here? Ah, wow, picked up. Trying to. Let's see. Oh, brother. Okay, brother, got to run. Safe travel. Take it easy, Ron. Thanks for stopping by. I know you. I know you're a. You got stuff to do. Oh, come on. All right, open. No, LAX. Why won't it? Huh? Hmm. Won't let me do it. Hmm. Huh? Don't know. Nah, I can't even look for you. That's horrible. Huh? Oh well. I don't know. Last time I'm looking for me. Let's see. Bookings. No. Home. Huh. Ah well. Enough of that. Let's see. What did you say, CJ? Did you are you going to be around? I didn't look to see if you answered me or if you even heard. Hit up Maui. He will message me for a plan. Okay. So yeah, if you're there, we'll see what happens. All right. Let me catch up. Let's see. Jake's here. It's late for Jake. What did you say? Not going to happen that soon. God, I missed out on a bunch of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to do. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to do a recap. Land getting raised next week. Take 4 or 5 days, I guess they said. Actually, said 7 days. I just can't see it taking that long. But maybe they get better deals if they, on the land. They did give us a good price. Getting that done, I'll move the cover and the trailer and my truck to this property. All the stuff that we have across the street next week. Then we're heading on the 8th, 9th, and 10th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th to Kauai for that caravan deal. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know how. Let's see if I can. I could probably put it up, but it's this thing, caravan motorhome Thailand meeting. Last year it was a 1 day deal. I did the put the drone up in the air and did that. If you, it's an older video. Anyway, it was fun. It was a good time, and I think you can tent camp and do whatever you want. We'll be around. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it up to what Maui and what, I'm just gonna be relaxing, and maybe we'll. I know he said there's a Mexican restaurant. That's my favorite. And whatever, maybe we'll have lunch and dinner. I don't care. Whatever works for everybody. Later, folks. At work now. Gotta go. All right, Ralph. Take it easy. It was good. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's well. Mexican food. Okay, cool. Um, and Logan's still there. Um, yeah, pretty much, Jake. I still gotta. I tried to get my wife's uh, email and all that stuff, and go in there and find Trailer Dash, and I cannot find the. I can't find it, which is a bummer. But most of the people know that it's here anyway. I still put it up there. It's running on Trailer Trash right now. I don't know if anybody watches it over there, but it it does. So that's pretty much it. Then come back here now. Robert Mack has a. He said in about 10 hours he's going to be doing a live stream. We were talking about maybe the first 10th, 11th, 12th, something around there. We'll firm up a date on maybe having a lunch or something in Patea Jantiem area for anybody, I guess, that wants to come by. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it there, and um, yeah, I think so. I got some things I got to take care of. I will do that linguine and clams video with the frozen clams, and it was like I said, I wouldn't make a video, and I wouldn't put it up if I didn't think it was worth making. And like I said, because of Thailand, um, it's to get clams and stuff like that. If I went down to the market, I probably could, but I figured I'd try these at 50 baht for a bag, and they're perfect size. I like the little ones, and the baby clam meat that I bought a bag this big and a kilo was reasonable too. It wasn't a bunch of money, 100 and something baht or something, and $3 or something. I bought two of those bags, and I bought 4 bags of the clams. And like I said, I had to put up with a little bit of grit because I wanted the juice that was in them. I didn't want to thaw them, so I prepared my garlic and everything that I sautéed up, and then threw those in there, covered them, and the broth was very acceptable. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Um, fresh maybe a little bit better, but better than canned, or I've done them with canned before, and it was as good, if not better. And it was something you could buy here very cheaply at Macro. Everything, the linguine, the clams, the clam meat, everything I got from there, parsley. And like I said, in case you're here in Thailand and you didn't know, I ordered at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They delivered everything that I ordered, lemons, at 8 o'clock the following morning, and it was over 1,000 baht because I got some other stuff too, and it's free delivery. Um, very very decent. I'll do the video on it. I don't know if I'll do it today because I just had them yesterday, but I might do them again. I've been talking about it, so maybe I'll do it again and video it and get a video out. It was well worth it if you like clams, linguine and clams. So try river snails and linguine. I'm up for anything. I'll try anything. Um, I just gave you a number to call Eva. There you go. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Ricefield periwinkles. Yeah, you can make it with anything, man. Like I said, it's just I'm sure that if I went down to especially the markets like in close to the water in Pattaya or stuff like that, you could probably get something. But like I said, the size of these, like I said, the only thing is putting up with a little bit of grit, and it wasn't much. But I'm not a big. As long as the flavor's there, I'll put up with a little grit of sand or something. What I might try doing is washing them uh, off, which I didn't do, and at least get some external stuff. It might not even been inside. Maybe I don't know. They're all closed, and I didn't have any stomach problems, nothing. But that meat. I think what I'm going to do this time, though, first time that I did it, I put them in there, and then I put the handful of just the meat and covered it, and I think the meat cooked too much. They weren't. weren't as tender and they're a little bit on the rubbery side. Not a lot, but I think that if I throw them in last minute because they're so small, and just stir them in for a minute or two, and not have to wait for the clams to open and stuff, I think it would be better. But we'll do a food video on it and see if anybody watches it. I know there'll be 4 or 5 people that will. All right, Robert, Dave, I will be okay. Okay, Robert. Yeah, and like I said, whenever you guys are there, after the 12th and beyond would be better for me. But the 11th, I wouldn't be able to make breakfast. I could make it there midday, but I couldn't make it for breakfast. All right, so I go up here and I did pause my StreamYard deal, which takes effect in a few days. I don't know what it's going to take away. Probably my watermark will probably be that little stupid looking duck, and but I wasn't. The only reason I paid the whatever it is, $49 or $25 a month or whatever, was because I could have the like up to 15 screens instead of 6, and I don't think I needed. I think I was just throwing away money. But anyway, everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. And let me come over here, and all I got to do is press 1, right? Play outro and end stream. I kind of like that. I hope they keep that. And I'll catch you on the next one.